I'm Amy.
I'm Wendell.
And I'm Patrick.
And
this is
Yes,
But Why?
Podcast.
I haven't taken the baby on the bus yet, but I'd like to because I think it'd be funny.
Bus baby.
And and it's just it's like having a large package. You know what I mean? Like it's like being the person who's like, "Excuse me, hold on, pardon me."
Yep.
I feel like that's kind of what having a baby is like all the time.
I have this package.
Well, it's because it's always like, oh, ha ha ha, I come with all of this.
Yep.
Like, I went into, what was I about to tell you?
Babies are packages.
Yes. Today, today I went to go, pick up the, graduation trinkets. So, like, you know, when you graduate from the improv school, we give them a diploma and a trinket. So I went out to buy all the trinkets, and I go to Austin Gift Company, which is over on South Lamar, and I really love that place because it's like, you know, just all little. It's kind of like a bunch of Etsy stores, but in one place.
I've never heard of that place.
Oh, it's great. I mean, it's also great if you're looking for, like, trinkets that make no sense, which is exactly what I'm looking for when I am buying the graduation stuff. And it's very convenient to go and just buy a random... My favorite gift that I ever bought for somebody was a jar of Barbie doll heads.
Oh, God.
It was so great.
Oh, God. I would not like that trinket. I have this weird, like, aversion to, like, plastic toys and action figures.
Really?
Yeah, it's so weird. It's one of my, like, weird things. And it started when I was little. Like, I hated the way they smelled, and it just, like, nauseated me. And so whenever I would get a doll from some, like, well-meaning family member, I would, like, hide it in my closet so that I didn't have to look at it or, like, be near it or have to interact with it.
Yeah, I wonder, I mean, I'm sure at some point in the history of our lives, because I don't know how close in age we are, but I mean, even if it's 10 years, when toys were made out of, like, noxious plastics, you know what I mean? Like, where people would have to wear full-on gas masks to make them. And you're like, these are things we're handing to children, is that? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That seems fine. Yeah. Oh, I know you cannot take a left there.
Yep.
Oh.
Welcome to Austin. The person had a California license plate.
Oh, I just made assumptions based on the ponytail. That probably isn't correct. Actually, I was just thinking about how I want to get a short haircut. A shorter haircut. Because I feel like the shorter my hair is, the more people take me seriously.
Really?
I don't know why. I think it's probably in my head. And also, clearly, I have a thing against people with ponytails. So that's...
Some unconscious bias right there.
Yeah, I mean, I had a ponytail for a while, and I kept looking at myself in selfies like, no, what's this? Who's that girl?
I'm the opposite, because, like, I don't know, I'm very, like, hung up on... I just hit a landmark birthday, and I'm very aware of how I'm getting older. And not to say that anybody that's over my age is old or anything. It's just kind of my own thing.
Sure.
And I'm desperately trying to grow my hair out because I feel like it makes me feel more attractive and look younger.
Interesting.
And I loved my short haircut, and I thought it looked really cute. But I'm like, I don't want to be cute. I want to be hot. And yeah, so now I'm like desperately trying to grow it out because I felt like I felt more attractive with long hair.
Right on. I mean, I feel like in movies and television, when they're making a character younger, they give them longer hair. So that's probably part of it.
Have you noticed that they all have that same kind of gentle wave to their hair?
Yeah.
Apparently that's on purpose. It's because when your hair is like stick straight, it's easier to notice on camera when it's not totally correct between takes.
Oh, yeah.
But with, like, a little bit of a wave to your hair, it's easier to like, not notice that it's been tousled a little bit or that it's moved a little bit. So that's why, like, every woman in television and film right now has that, like, kind of gentle wave almost soft curl to their hair.
Oh man, how helpful! I love that. I love little things like that.
Yeah.
So, you know this.
I know this.
Do you know it because you do film and people in film told you this thing? Or?
No, I mean, I think it was a film friend that like shared the article. I went to Emerson College in Boston, where a lot of my friends did film. I have a lot of friends that are like in LA right now doing film or doing things around it. So I see a lot of that stuff in my feed, even if it's not something I participate in so much. But I also have like a complex about my hair, so I think that's probably why it caught my eye.
Sure.
So I'm like, everybody has these nice pretty curls and pretty waves, and my hair can be stick straight, frizzy, or enormous, and there's nothing inside of those.
Yeah, well, but one thing you have to always remember when you're looking at people in movies is that another person did that person's hair.
Exactly. Yeah.
I used to try to put makeup on, but after I got my makeup professionally done, I realized it was completely unnecessary of me to try ever, because I'm not going to do even half as good as this person. I've seen myself after being professionally done up. I'm awesome looking then. Right? And it's not to say that I think that I'm unattractive other times. I just think they're very good at their jobs. You know, and so I'm like, you know, I'll get it professionally done if I really need to look good.
Yeah.
Like I was thinking about getting new headshots done, and it was like, don't even think about go get your makeup done.
Get your makeup done first.
Get your hair done, and then even if the photographer is somebody you know, like, fine.
I think I do an okay job on my makeup, but I cannot get contouring for the life of me. I have tried so hard to make contouring work, because when it works, it's awesome. But I just can't do it. It just looks like these very like stark lines, and then when I like try to blend it out or whatever, my face just becomes this one uniform color without any sort of contouring or highlights or whatnot.
Sometimes I think you have to just accept the lines. That when people look at you, they don't. You see it because you're looking at yourself. But like when other people, I mean, some people it's super obvious, but some people it's not.
Yeah.
Meaning, like, I feel like unless your skin color was starkly in one direction, then sure, it would be. It's almost like straight hair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're peach enough that it's like, it's a vague, you know, you're not like so ivory that like literally even the tiniest little thing ruins the whole, and you're not like dark skinned enough that like, I'm sure that's difficult to match and stuff like that. You know, with the contouring, which I think is a new thing, right? That's
Fairly
like a new way to do it.
Yeah, it's like blush has kind of always been a thing.
Sure.
And I was watching this video. It was one of those like BuzzFeed videos where it was like, we did our makeup like the 20s. And it was telling you to almost do like all of the contour things, but with blush. So like people had blush on their foreheads and blush on their cheeks and like blush on their chin and on their nose and like all of kind of the places that you would have all these other things we use, like the bronzer and the highlighter and all that. And they just all looked very flush.
I like how the baby kind of laughed. Like, I was like, that's ridiculous. Why would you put so much blush on your face?
Maybe
Actually, I mean, I guess
lessons.
that's the way it is. Yeah, who knows? He could be an amazing makeup designer someday. We don't know. He'll be like, I remember when I was a child, talk of blush, and I realized people need blush.
Some people are just naturally peachy.
Yeah, right? He comes up with this, we're like, didn't we say that? I recorded it. Oh, South by, it's coming.
I see it.
Oh, wow. I always forget the installations. It's kind of fun when downtown becomes like an amusement park.
Yeah.
I actually my plan is to come down here on the bus with the baby so he gets some fun, you know, bus baby situations.
Bus baby.
And then, that's actually going to be, I'm going to make videos called Bus Baby. But also, just to walk around.
Yeah.
Just to see like the spectacle. Like last year when they had the restaurant from Breaking Bad.
Yes.
Pollos Hermanos.
Yep,
like, what?
but they served curly fries. Like, this is, I know, okay. Like, why do this if you're not going to serve chicken? However, I do know chicken is probably expensive to give out to free for hundreds of people, but still.
And I bet you a legal nightmare.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
God, yeah.
You'd have to get, like, essentially McDonald's chicken fingers, because the, like, frozen stuff to just...
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, they're not an actual kitchen, so they have to sort of do stuff that's pretty simple.
Just brought in some fryers.
Though I did see a sign out front that said breakfast tacos, and I remember thinking, oh, there you go, that seems simple enough. But, I don't know.
I had a press pass last year, and it was awesome. It was for interactive, and I got, like, secondary access to music and film, though I don't think I really used it. But,
it's hard to really use it all.
Yeah, but it was so much fun, and I'm, like, sad I don't have one this year, but I didn't really keep in contact with the person that signed me up for it, so I kind of understand. But, I don't know, I feel like I'm going to be, like, walking around this weekend, like, oh, I wish I had my pass.
Oh, well, you always do. Like, I feel like when you live in Austin, you either never go or you know a guy.
Yeah.
And so you try to get it hooked up in that way. You know what I mean? Like, and I too had connections for a couple of years to get free passes to stuff. And who knows? I mean, sometimes I just get phone calls like the day before stuff, usually as a seat filler, where they're like, hey, can you come to this thing? And I'm like,
that's
yep.
Cool.
But I don't know how I got on that list, but I'll take it. But at the same time, like, I don't know, it's like when you can, you'll take it, because I never looked, because every year I got a pass and I didn't think about it.
Yeah.
This year I looked at the prices and I was like,
it's
oh my
so
God.
Expensive. Like $1,800 for platinum, which gets you into everything, but $1,300 to do like one of them.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why not? I mean, if you're going to do one, you might as well get the platinum, but oh my God, who has $1,800 to just drop? Plus, you probably are taking time off from work.
Yeah.
Like, this
and
is...
traveling to here.
Right.
Which is the most expensive time of year to travel here. And it's the most expensive, like, hotels of the year. Like, so, I mean, even though I say every year it's all like, South by, God bless you all. Thank you. Thank you for swinging in. I mean, who knew what was going on? Like, I had no idea that not only were there so many rich people coming in town, but that there were so many rich people.
Exactly.
I mean, it just
crazy.
Blew my mind. It also made me feel better about the volunteering. I was like, oh no, it's totally worth it now. Like, because when I first moved to town, I did the volunteering where you work a certain number of hours, and then you get, you accrue, based on the number of hours you work, you accrue a badge, right? And people will say, oh my God, that is so, like, crazy. And I go, no, it's not.
No.
You get so much for comparatively little. You're essentially making, like, I mean, if you think about it, you're making at least $30 or $40 an hour.
Yeah.
If not more. Because
how much those cost?
Yeah, and what are you doing? You're usually just sitting somewhere going, no, you can't go in this door. Like, I worked like 5 parties where I stood at the door and checked badges. How difficult is that? Not at all. For $1,500?
Exactly.
Yeah, I will
totally do
I
it.
will be the guy who's like scraping up, like watermelon off the front of the seats if that's what you need me to do. You know what I mean? Like, I'll take it. So wild. Such a wild thing.
Last year, my favorite, like, attraction was one that they actually opened up for everybody, so it was kind of a free attraction for a little bit. It was the National Geographic House.
Ooh.
It was really cool. Like, they had an open bar with specialty cocktails. They had all of these little exhibits. You could get this fun little video of yourself looking like a National Geographic, like, exhibit, I guess. It was really cool. And I went in a bunch with my badge, but they opened it up to the public a couple times, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, those are fun. That's another thing I'm going to try to look for, is to see if there's any. Right now, my baby's a little too little to bring him to, like, things where you're, like, playing around, because you can't even really, I mean, he crawls. That's about the extent of it. But I'd love to, like, go to wild immersive stuff and see what that's about. Probably scary for a child, but what are you going to do?
Start him early.
Totally fine. I mean, he gets a lot of improvisers in his face.
Yeah.
He deals with bits more than any other person, really.
Oh, gosh.
So many bits. So funny. So you went to Emerson.
I did.
That's super exciting. I feel like... tell me about it, because